Okay, so we break this down to x minus 1, x plus 1. And this would be x minus 2 and x plus 1. And if you kind of write what your common denominator would be over here, if by chance you messed it all up.
You're doing 10, right?
Is that right, Jen?
It's x squared minus
That's
3x.
3x. That's why you were looking at me funny. It's been a day. I apologize. No, I don't normally make this many mistakes there, darling. X squared minus 3x plus 2. Alright. So now we have it right. So what you got?
Yes.
So negative and negative make our negative 3. Alright. So our common denominator would be one of them. I always say it's one of all the different kinds. All the different things that's in parentheses.
Okay.
So we need one of those, and one of those, and we would need an x minus 2. So what I was saying, if you write your common denominator, or, at least common denominator up there or something, if by chance you didn't get this right, I could at least give you some points to find the common denominator. Okay? Because on the test, there's 50 questions, they're 2 points apiece, and I try to go down to a half a point or a quarter of a point.
Is it going to be like the midterm where we had, there was like 5 questions that we had to choose 2 from?
Yeah, there's going to be word problems like that, yes. And we'll talk about the word problems when we get it.
Okay.
So, we got the x minus 1 and the x plus 1, so you could cover those up, so the only thing we need is x minus 2.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to do x minus 2 over x minus 2
So that's the only thing we had to multiply on that side.
on that side. Over here we need a what?
X plus 1.
X. So we need x plus 1 over x plus 1. So if I multiply this out now, I'm going to write it down here. 2x, x minus 2, plus x times x plus 1.
Where did you get the x plus 1? Oh, okay. Okay.
And again, this is my numerator, just to save board and time. I'll just put this as my numerator. Okay? So let's simplify it as much as possible. So we got 2x squared minus 4x plus x squared plus x. So we have 3x squared minus 3x. So we can factor out a
3 and an x.
3 and an x, so we have x minus 1.
Okay.
Now we put it back over our common denominator. And then we can cancel
Okay, so in the end, all you have to do is just put it over
the common
the
denominator.
denominator. Okay. Alright. That makes more sense.
Right. Okay. And that's because we don't have an equals mark. Because when we get to the next ones, I think that's where you're getting them confused.
on the final.
Okay. These are the ones I hate to say a lot of times people just skip.
They're like, mess with you, that's for sure.
Huh?
I said, they mess with you, that's for sure.
Right. Okay. But let's look at say number, now we're solving them. Because here we were just adding and subtracting them and learning that we had to find a common denominator because rational expressions are like fractions. You got to find a common denominator, add them together. But in 7.4 we learned that you could solve the equations and we can multiply through by a common denominator. So let's look at say 13.
Okay.
Back to first.
X minus 2, x plus 1.
Okay. So that's going to be my common denominator, right?
And all you have to do is multiply first one by x plus 1,
right?
and the second one by x minus 2.
Okay. And this one doesn't need anything, does it?
No, no.
So when you do that, what happens